After the action-packed Russian Grand Prix, the headlines were understandably about Lewis Hamilton's 100th win in Formula 1, Lando Norris's late race heartbreak, and Max Verstappen's damage limitation drive to second place. But Carlos Sainz once again slipped under the radar to take a super smooth third place for Ferrari, and it was far from easy. He had to battle questionable strategy calls, a slow pit stop, and ruined tyres in damp conditions to finish ahead of both McLarens and take a crucial third place for Ferrari in their constructors' battle with their rivals. After the race, Sainz admitted that he had mixed feelings about finishing third, as a win was potentially on, especially after he took the lead down into turn 1, but around the first pit stop was when things started to go wrong, as he explained after the race. This is what he had to say. After suffering so much graining with the medium tyre, after leading the race quite comfortably for the first 7-8 laps, and facing so much degradation and losing the position to Lando, and then being one of the first ones to pit and getting in the queue behind Valtteri and suffering in all that traffic, at some point I thought the podium wasn't happening. And this is when we started to see him get frustrated over the radio when the team told him they were only fighting for 5th, not for the win like he had expected. But the smooth operator kept his head down and ended up 3rd after everyone else has pitted, which was no mean feat given how much traffic he'd been in. He then held off Ricciardo, Perez, Alonso and Verstappen, who all had much fresher tyres, and it looked like things would get worse for Sainz when the rain came, but in the end it did end up working in Ferrari's favour, as Sainz explained after the race. Then the rain came at the worst possible time, when my hard tyres were going away and we boxed at exactly the right time and we managed to get back into P3. We made exactly the right decision at the right time. I nearly lost the car 2 or 3 times, so they did make the call to come in for inters just to make sure we made it to the end. Ferrari called in Sainz on the same lap as Ricciardo and Verstappen, and this allowed them to jump Norris, Alonso and Perez as they stayed out longer on their slick tyres. This was crucial for the final result because anyone who stayed out any longer than that lap really plummeted down the order, as we saw with Norris, who ended up 7th, and Leclerc, who finished outside the points. The end result was McLaren extending their lead in the Constructors Championship by just 4 points, when at one stage it looked like it could have been far more, and Sainz's podium was even more important given that Leclerc didn't score any points at all because he came in for his inters a lap after Sainz had pitted for his. After Russia, Ferrari trail McLaren in the Constructors' Championship by 17.5 points, but they do now have the advantage of the engine upgrade that Leclerc was running this weekend, and it seemed to be working well, with Leclerc able to keep a reasonable pace with Verstappen in the middle part of the race, and he potentially would have scored quite well himself had he not been left out in the slicks in the wet conditions. That points gap certainly isn't insurmountable as we head into the final rounds of the season, and McLaren may be left to rue the fact they weren't able to take back-to-back wins. If they had brought Norris in when it started to rain, he would have at least been able to score a 2nd place, which would have kept Sainz off of the podium and extended McLaren's lead more than they did this weekend. For Sainz, this was possibly his best drive for Ferrari and a classy weekend all round. He put the car on the front row of the grid despite setting his lap time when the conditions weren't at their most optimal, and he converted that front row into a 3rd place despite a number of setbacks that he experienced along the way, none of which were his own doing. Sainz has now had 2 more podiums than Leclerc, and this being his 3rd of the season, and they would be a lot farther away from McLaren if he hadn't have scored some of these great results. This was just another underrated drive by arguably the grid's most underrated driver, and it could prove absolutely vital in Ferrari's battle with McLaren over P3 in the Constructors' Championship. Let me know what you thought of Sainz's drive in the Russian Grand Prix and who you think will come out on top in the battle between McLaren and Ferrari in the comments. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like.